Greetings, fellow card lovers. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I am Dad of Cheems. Just want to start off the video by saying Happy New Year to everybody. Hope that this year is going to be fantastic for you. And with it being the new year, I thought I'd start off with a new game. So this is Final Fantasy trading card game. Final Fantasy has been a particular love of mine for a while. I started off with Final Fantasy X actually, then played Final Fantasy IX, then played Final Fantasy XI for the longest time. Also played 13, 14, 15, and I'm waiting for 16. But yeah, when I found out about this, got pretty excited. So I got a starter deck. So this is actually two. So you've got Cloud and Rufus from Final Fantasy VII. And yeah, so just reading through and watching some videos, this actually seems to be a pretty simple game to get into, to learn to play, all that fun stuff. So, sorry, I'm off on the side taking a look at the starter guide, see if by chance it has the play mat on it. It does not look like this one does. I'm going to assume the other one looks like the exact same thing, and it is. So no play mats with this. So we're going to go ahead and start off. I'm going to start off with Rufus. So in this particular game, there are 4 different types of cards. You have forwards, you have backups, you have summons, and then you have monsters. So it's not too overcomplicated as far as the types of cards. Forwards, believe it or not, are in the forward portion of your playfield, and they're the ones that can actually attack. Your backups go into the back part of your field, and then summons are spells, one-time effects, and haven't really seen monsters, so not exactly sure. But here's Rufus. Rufus, oh, this is nice. It comes with a full art. So there is 3 copies of this. So you can only have 3 copies of any particular card. Now, if there is another Rufus, like Rufus a Doofus, just making that up, you could actually have multiple copies of both, so 3 of each. So these cards are really nice, really nicely made. All right, so this looks like purple deck, I think is lightning. Okay, so a bunch of forwards, forward, rude, yep. So there are a couple of different mechanics in here, like brave, haste. Gotta remember what exactly brave is. So this is one of the things I was talking about. So you've got this here. You've got rude, member of the Turks, and then you have this rude. And so these are basically the same card. So I believe, if I remember correctly, you can only have 1 copies of these out at a time. I really like how thick these cards are. They're very sturdy. Don't feel like I'd have to worry about ruining them. All right, so here we go with some more. So here's our backups. The backups we utilize to produce CP, crystal points, in order to play our cards. Black Mage, so that's nice. And they do have what type of units they are. So these are just standard units. Okay. And here's our summons. Here's another 4. Some of these feel like they're stuck. Hades, another summon. Nice. So what's really cool about this is that you've got your cost to bring them out. You've got your text down here. But over here, in this little section here, tells you from what Final Fantasy this comes from. So this comes from Final Fantasy VII. Go through and take a look. 7, 7. Now, not all of these are from 7. Let's see, let me get back to the one backup. So this one comes from Final Fantasy Tactics. That's what FFT is. I've actually played Tactics as well. That was actually a good game. This one is from 14. This one is also from 14. Here's one from 7. Let's see. Tactics. There's 3, 14, and 7. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks like a pretty good starter deck. Move that off to the side. Open up the Cloud starter deck. Now, there are 50 cards. Like I said, you can only have 3 copies of any particular card. Okay, holy cow. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it seemed like the plastic was actually stuck in there. Okay, so here's Cloud. Again, Final Fantasy VII. He's a merc. So there's Wedge. Jesse. Barrett. Biggs, Vincent. All right, standard unit backup, Final Fantasy III. Another backup. That's nice. When miner enters the field, choose one backup in your break zone, which is your discard pile, and add it to your hand. Oh, so you can pay to put miner into the break zone and bring a forward from your break zone back into your hand. And I've got to learn more about what the EX means. It means that you can burst. Let's see. When Marlene enters the field, choose one card name, throw a Clown or Tifa or Barrett into your break zone and add it to your hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, gosh. These guys from 12. Summon. These cards are really nice. I would expect nothing less from Square Enix. Tifa, Zach, Soldier 3rd Class. Oh wow, this one you can really go for it. Bahamut. That's really nice. Wow. So I can't wait to get these sleeved up and do a couple of test runs with them. I said it's fairly simple. It seems fairly simple anyway. So I'm gonna just back the camera out. Okay, so your zones, you got your forward zone. Let me get one of the backups. Backups go back here. And then what happens is, say you want to, in your hand, say this is the hand, you want to go through and you want to play ninja. So what you do is you put one of these into your break zone, and that will give you a crystal point, a CP, and then you use that CP, and then you turn this one to the side. I forget the exact terminology for this one. Basically, turning it to the side gives you another CP, so you've got 2 CP. So now you can go through and play Warrior. And then for next turn, I would be able to use both the Evoker and the Warrior for crystal points to be able to cast additional stuff. So in this instance, we can go ahead and we can, again, put a ninja into the break pile for CP, put out another warrior card. So this is another backup card. 1 CP, 2, 3, 4, cast Bahamut, and choose 1 forward on the other side, deals 10,000 damage, and then of course deals 1 damage to me, which I would take the top card from my pile and put it into the damage zone. Once there are 7 damage, you're done. So you also win the game from taking someone out. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think those are the 2 win conditions. Take them down to 0 or give them 7 points of damage, and then decking them out. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really looking forward to getting more into this and doing a playthrough video to share with everybody, because this is actually going to be a really fun game, I think. So hope you are doing well. Again, Happy New Year. I will catch you guys on the next one.